Hello, everybody. It's Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming here with another video for World of Warcraft Shadowlands. We are here, we are in. It is November 24th, and we have finally made it after BFA, and we're in the Shadowlands. Now, yesterday I made my review of the Bastion leveling zone, and you may see I'm still in Bastion. So why am I still here? Well, let's talk about Shadowlands' launch. Shadowlands' launch is, if you ask 1,000 people, they may give you 1,000 different experiences for Shadowlands launch. Some may say it was a bit bumpy, but they got through it to the end. Some may say, what launch? I haven't been able to play yet. I was in the latter category for most of the launch. It took me about 3-ish hours, though I did go play Final Fantasy XIV for a bit. After like an hour and a half, I want to say, of just trying to log in, to no avail. World servers were down. It wasn't even a queue, the game just wouldn't load. Like, I was in before the expansion launch. I was at Stormwind, waiting to pick up the quest. I picked the quest up. I take the portal to go to Icecrown. I got stuck on that loading screen and it just booted me out and I couldn't get back in. It was terrible. It was absolute dog shit, and I don't know who to blame. Because, judging off just the Twitch numbers, good God, a lot of people were trying to get into that server. Onto those servers. And I play on Stormrage Alliance, right? A very popular NA Alliance server. So yeah, you kind of expect some difficulty with logging in. Just because the servers are being throttled with this sheer amount of people trying to get in. You could say just get more servers or something. But I also don't know how the cost effective that is, like, past the release. I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into stuff like that, so I'm not going to try and sit here and act as if I know all about server mechanics and engineering. What I will say, though, is that launch was god-awful for me. I didn't get in until, I want to say, like 9 p.m. or something like that. It was, like, good God. I don't want to fight and get into a group. What I did, though, I was just, like, watching other people on Twitch who were able to get in, luckily. Like Preach. But that expansion launch was one of the worst I've ever had. Like, that beat WoD for me. Like, I didn't have the issue with WoD for WoD's launch. Like, I think it was a little bit laggy for me, but I did not get stuck in my garrison. I also don't know if I played WoD right at launch where I had that problem. I don't know. But the funny thing about Shadowlands is once you get in, it's fine. Like, the maw was kind of laggy for a bit just because it would take a bit to turn in quests, like maybe 15 to 30 seconds for me. But once I got past that bit and I got into Bastion, it opened up. It was fine for me. Then this morning, apparently there are also, depending upon the server you're on, still issues, like right now. And this is Tuesday morning, like almost midday. And there's still issues depending upon the server you're on. And NA just had a server reset. Or a server shutdown. And this video is being recorded after that server shutdown. So if you want a time frame for when I'm recording this. And I got back in immediately. It was not really that big of an issue. I mean, the loading screen maybe lasted like a few seconds longer than it ordinarily would. But that was it. And once you get in, smooth. I'm assuming that they are sharding the hell out of all the leveling zones right now, because I don't see that many people. For the amount of people I saw initially in like Stormwind, I just do not see that many people. Or I've just gotten extraordinarily lucky and have somehow managed to get in when a lot of people are still in like queue or something. But yeah, like once you get in, it's fine. It's like this is a beautiful launch once you're actually able to get in and play the game. Shadowlands is such a better experience than BFA. I don't have to worry about my freaking neck or anything like that. I can just have fun and go at my own pace. I can pick up herbing and mining and just go at my own pace. Do the quests I want to do. I want to get Lore Master. I want to do every single quest on my Death Knight. So that's what I'm going to do. And I don't feel like I have to fight for tags or anything like that. Like, the launch, once you get in, it's beautiful, but I still can't excuse for how bad that freaking launch was for me, at least. Is it the biggest issue in the world? No, it's only a few hours, but I would say that I haven't been this excited for anything World of Warcraft related in such a long time. And I was really looking forward to get in on the ground floor, and like, the moment Shadowlands launched, I wanted to be able to play it. So not being able to do that was kind of disappointing. But now that I'm in the whole swing of it, and in Shadowlands, and just being able to play the game that I love, all the worries I had, like all that stress is just like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like, I'm in, and whatever issues we had at launch, like normally expansions for WoW tend to have problems, right? I'm not going to try and act like I know exactly what causes them. I'm assuming it's servers being throttled just from the sheer traffic. I assume that's what it is. And sure, you could just give the answer of get better servers, and I won't lie to you, I used to think that as well. But at the same time, I don't know, like, the whole, like, economy behind that, and all the mechanisms going on in the background with that.
At which temple do you
like, sure, you could just buy, like, so many servers and just put people on each individual one, but at some point that becomes way too expensive for a very short-term gain. That really, the window where that tends to be an issue is only the first few hours, maybe the day, after an expansion launches, and it really evens out after that.
They will help you prepare.
I don't know. I think on the whole, the Shadowlands launch was a lot better than if you had asked me last night. If you had asked me last night, I would have decided it was a disaster just because I had no indication that I would be able to play for like the first 24 hours or something. The servers were just that bad. But again, like what I said, once you get in, they're completely smooth and crispy and fine. Like, no issues on my front right now. Like, I'm just playing. I'm just playing my Unholy Death Knight, which is freaking eviscerating everything, by the way.
What is on your mind?
And I'm just playing for Bastion.
Chamber below.
You know my thoughts about Bastion. I put that video up yesterday. Yeah, hopefully the servers from here on out get better for a lot of other servers. I know, like, servers like Area 52 are still having issues, and I think Draenor EU is still having issues, like, to this day. Like, not to this hour. I think they're still having issues. So, hopefully they get sorted out. And it seems like they're progressively getting better, like, as the hours go on, with organizing these servers and managing them. So that's a good thing. I don't know if I want to say Blizzard's completely excused for the expansion launch just because a lot of people were playing it, because Blizzard must have expected a large number of people. Because I would assume that subscribers in the weeks and months prior to the launch increased. I'm assuming that can be used as a factor for just how popular expansion will be on the hour of the release. I also don't know if there's anything they can do. Like, if you have so many people coming in all at once, I assume that's like replicating a DDoS event. I don't think there was an actual DDoS, but I'm just assuming the sheer traffic that WoW had, like, replicated the environment of a DDoS. Because all a DDoS is, from like my knowledge, is you're just flooding a server with so much traffic where it just slows down or halts completely. I'm assuming something like that happened just because of all the excitement Shadowlands had. I wonder if that excitement is purely because it's just not BFA, or people are genuinely excited because of Shadowlands itself. I'm interested to see if we can ever, like, get some data on that. Like, is the excitement that this expansion had based upon it not being BFA, or is it based upon it being Shadowlands itself? I'm assuming it's probably like some combination of the two. But I'm like wondering what each scale is for that. Like, how much is it that it's not BFA, or how much is it that it is Shadowlands itself? I'm interested to see that. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the release of Shadowlands. Overall, probably the best case scenario we could have hoped for. Like, I think hoping that everyone's able to get in and plays beautifully at the very start was extremely wishful and hopeful thinking. I don't think that was the realistic perspective to take.
Yes, mortal.
Was it bad for a lot of people? Yes, it was bad for me.
In Bastion with dire news,
Like, once you get in,
which I
you don't
have
really
shared
care.
with
Shadowlands is
Mother.
pretty fun. Like, lovely.
She thanks you for your service.
But yeah, those are my
As a
thoughts.
token of
Again,
gratitude,
I wanted to make
she
a
wishes to offer you a
Moldraxxus
gift.
video today,
Do
but
you
again,
accept?
because of the server issues, I wasn't able to get to Moldraxxus as of the recording right now. So we'll hold that off for probably tomorrow. And then once I get to endgame, we'll be able to break down the endgame, in my opinion. And once I've been able to play around with the Covenant system for a bit, I want to make a whole video about that.
State your
Because
purpose.
it's just, the Covenant system has been on the back of my mind throughout leveling the Bash, throughout all of Shadowlands so far. I am really not looking forward to picking the Covenant. I don't even know which one's best yet. It'll be interesting to see. So, we're going to call it there. Thank you all for tuning in. My pleasure for making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more content. I know I would appreciate it. Stay safe out there. Have a great day. And I'll see you all next time. My owl boy. Bye-bye, everybody.